pick a door.
All right then.
No, that's my door.
It's another evening and welcome to today's show. I'm your host Kevin Wesanza, and remember it's sports, movies and music show. And before we start the show, I want to remind you about the BBI report that is out. And many Kenyans have expressed their views towards the same on social media and also on radios. Many presenters have had debates and focusing on sports. Today, we celebrate the Harambee Starlets setting a record of unbeaten and never conceding any goal in the Sekafa Women Senior Challenge that ended last weekend. And after thrashing Tanzania 2-0 at the finals. And this poses a question to our male team, the Harambee Stars. Where did we go wrong? Is it the management or the funding to Harambee Stars to motivate them to reach the same level Harambee Stars have reached? And also, going ahead, we are looking at the KPL matches whereby Gor Mahia have made a comeback and they are at the top list after hitting Bandari FC at home 2-0. And also, the wounded FC Leopards have shown their pulse by thrashing Kisumu All-Stars 1-0. That is a very good comeback, despite the fact that most of the players have issued out their resigning letters, ready to leave the club because of poor fundings and delayed salaries and their allowances. Also, to end up our KPL news, Tusker won against Costa Rangers, sending us to the KPL standings, which Gor Mahia tops the list with 24 points, and followed by Tusker FC 18 points, Costa Rangers 17 and Mathare United 17, starting with Ulinzi Stars. FC Leopards happens to be at position 9 with 16 points, which is a very small gap that if they give in more efforts, they can go up to position 3 because it's a difference of only 1 point. So it's the matter is on the players to make more efforts and come to the top of the league. Because they have had a good record, they have good history, their competition with Gor Mahia. And also, going abroad, we look at the EPL matches with Liverpool beating Crystal Palace 2-1, setting a clean sheet, having not lost any match, being the 13th match of the league season 1. And also, Man United still on the normal draw with Sheffield United 3-3, and elsewhere Chelsea beaten by Man City 2-1. The league standings is Liverpool at the top 37 points, Leicester 29, Man City 28 and Chelsea 26, with Wolves closing the chapter of top 5 with 19 points. Man United happens to be position 9 with 17 points. That's what we had on Sports Table. After the break, coming up is the movie show. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the show. And today on the movie show we are looking at the latest movie, the Fast and Furious Part 9, which is in the market, still on YouTube. Most of the people have not seen it. I know you have seen the trailers, but now it's out. It's been much expectation of the people to see the full movie, and it's out and ready, and you can download it on YouTube. Today we are going to look at the characters who have been introduced newly on the show. As it is normal that Van Diesel is the most featured character, but In this movie or episode, he's missing also, and we also missed the presence of Michelle Rodriguez, who happens to be the fiancé in all the movies, all episodes from episode 1. And also, we see that there is improvement of technology in this episode, where we have the advancement of automotives, whereby we see they use most sophisticated technology, like the transforming motorcycle, which is used mostly by this actor Idris Elba, who is now most featured in the episode. This episode is mostly on control of a virus that may cause harm to most of the US population, and the movie moves between different scenes whereby mostly the action and the climax is acted at Samoa, the home to Roman Reigns, who first appears in this episode after resigning partly on wrestling, claiming to have leukemia, but now he's seen acting in Hope's show. We wonder how can someone resign from another job claiming to have leukemia, yet is seen in another movie shooting as the actor. So we ask, many of the fans of this movie ask, how is it happening? And also, comparing this episode of Fast and Furious Part 9 with the previous episodes, you find that it's somehow less entertaining compared to the other movies which have had a series of action, which is centered at Van Diesel, who is the most featured character in the previous episodes. And so you will find that most of the audience have had a bad perception just seeing that Van Diesel is not in the act. And also the likes of Cruz, the Chinese guy, also makes most of the acts very dull, as it's normal for them to act as a team. So this one is a bit annoyance or the group has let down the audience. And also, looking at the camera movement and shots, they are very, very, very sharp camera movement, and also the camera angles right to the point. And you see the scene as if it's live on your TV. So, we are expecting DJ Afro to bring in his version, because most of the Kenyan news have become used to his versions. They understand more. This being an English version, you find that only we are going for the acts, not even understanding what is being spoken throughout the movie. I also expect that they work on part 10, and also it's on our expectation that most of the actors will come back and act that episode to make it more interesting to the audience and also who are their customers. That is what we are on the movie segment. Stay tuned. After the break, I'm coming up with the music segment.
We're going for a ride! Woo!
Tell me this is
In way. No, I'm not working with this guy. I've been there, done that.
The minute he gets involved, you can kiss goodbye to any finesse, because She-Hulk here only knows how to smash.
Yeah, Mr. Arson here only knows how to blow shit up.
The fact is...
And the fact is...
No offense.
Oh.
Welcome to the music segment, and today we are focusing on the new direction of Kenyan music, and mostly by the youth in Kenya. From the slum, this is majorly Nairobi, the Kawangware, Korokocho, and they are coming to the top chart of this music They are covering Octopizo, Kinkaka, who are now being heard from the background. I'm talking about the sailors, bunduks, and the rest. And today I'm hosting one of the youths from the slum, and he'll introduce himself and tell us more about how his perception toward the new direction of music. So welcome to the show, bro. You can tell the audience your name and what do you do. So we have seen the new direction of music in Kenya. You youths from the slums are now topping the charts. What's your view?
First of all, I have to say the way we've been doing it was created a lot of coming from the slums. Most of our end up making Western, like doing the brands, so but with the new limit we can do things, go to the studio, and then just see what happens in the like if you can express like your friend is and that's something.
So and this new notion of you getting motivated. This new notion of youth from the slums quoting the pastors, also quoting the prominent leaders, and they use their words in the song, like the latest song, Tua Tua, which is a quote from a female pastor. How do you find this?
First of all, that taking the sound, like for a normal person, nobody in that church, he was listening to the sound of nobody in that church. And when he had what that pastor said, it was mindfully to make us work. So first of all, that shows that the activities they are not just grown and they're going somewhere.
Then I think most of the youth, they are just following the beats. Like, do you, when you come up with these songs, how do you expect the low manaichi to receive it? Because you use most of Shen, like the vocabulary, Marogodanyo, and the rest. What makes you to use these hidden meaning words to write your song?
First of all, it depends on your target. Like, kama mimi nataka niwe kijana kwa yule kijana kama mimi, I can't do that. Some of them, when you're doing this, so that you may know what to do that.
Okay, you can check out the new song, the Tua Tua, on YouTube and watch and try to understand the meaning of Tua Tua, and also Madogodanyo by Sailors, and also other songs by bunduks. Thanks for staying tuned, and thank you for coming to the studio. It has been a great time with you. It has been a pleasure having you throughout this program, and hope you have enjoyed the program. And stay tuned for the rest of the programs ahead. Don't touch the dial. I've been your host, Kevin Wesanza. Follow me on YouTube channel, Twitter, and it's Kevin Wes.